Welcome back to Zaimi's channel. I am Zaim Iskandar. Yeah. As you guys know, a certain Mexican driver was has been tested positive of the global pandemic disease in bracket COVID-19. It's quite sad to hear. I did not expect any of the drivers to be tested positive after what happened in Australia this year, where some of the team members in McLaren and has had to be self-quarantined due to this issue. Yeah, pandemic issue. So yeah, it's sad to see Perez not not in a car racing for this couple of races, but they have replaced him with very a very capable driver to perform even though for 2 or 3 races. Nico Hulkenberg, he's a former teammate of Carlos Sainz in Renault, and also Ricardo in Renault, and he also used to race with Sauber, yeah, and Force India. eh, sorry, Williams, sorry. And his teammate was Rubens Barrichello in Williams. Then he moved to Force India. He had Vizcaya as his teammate. Then I think the Resta came in. Then he left for Renault. Then at the end of uh, uh, last season, Renault decided not to sign him for another season, and he was left without a seat for this current season. But when Racing Point came calling for him to replace uh, Checo, Checo Perez or Sergio Perez, he accepted because he's not contracted to a team. Okay, wait. He's not contracted to a team for this season, and I'm happy to see him racing, even though not for a top 3 team, or at least from Renault or McLaren. So, but I'm still happy to see him on the grid because he deserves a seat actually. But sadly, no one wants to sign him due to his, I think, uh, one of his main sponsors pulled out on him due to his, I I think performances. His performances were not that bad. I don't know why the sponsors pulled him out. That actually costed him the seat for this year. So, but I'm happy for Hulkenberg, but sad for Perez. Yeah. So he maybe is self-isolating right now somewhere in UK, because they are in UK for the British Grand Prix. Then they might be going to Spain for the Spanish Grand Prix, then back to Britain for the 70th anniversary Grand Prix of Formula One that was first held on the same track in 1950. So 70 years is a long, long period of time. So yeah, 70 years. I wasn't born until the late 90s, and yeah, when I was born, Hakkinen won 2 championships. Then in 2000 to 2004, Schumacher. Then we had to wait for a few years before Raikkonen could win in a Ferrari. Before that was Alonso with the Renault, and in the late 1990s, in 98 and 99, it was the McLaren, Ferrari, Renault, Ferrari. Yes. Then in 08 McLaren, then it was Braun GP. Then since 2010, there are only two constructors that had won a championship. So yeah, the F1 season is not that competitive. I'm not going into it in detail, but yeah. So I'm happy for one driver, but I'm actually sad for the other driver, because he was tested positive. He couldn't race. I'm happy to see Hulkenberg back. He actually deserves a seat. Yeah, he did well in the first two practice sessions that I couldn't watch because firstly I was at my grandmother's house, and secondly I had to go to my cousin's house for a family gathering. My grandmother's house, because she invited over us for lunch. Then I had to go to my cousin's house. Yeah, just emphasizing it. So I missed the two practice sessions, and I have a good excuse for it. Yeah, so yeah. But I was actually surprised. They had a few choices. A few former F1 drivers could have been put in the seat. Firstly was Adrian Sutil, or Glock, or Gutierrez, or maybe Kobayashi, or Kazuki Nakajima, or Jensen Button, or who else? Vendon, Kovalainen. Ralf Schumacher is too old. Oh, didn't have academy drivers, right? Yeah. What else? Ocon was with Renault. Alonso had a contract with Renault for next year. Who else? Vizquela is around 50 odd years old. So yeah. Who else? All the drivers between 30 to 40 years old. Who else? The rest are DC, no. Davidson, Karan Chandok, Anthony Davidson, the former F1 driver turned pundit. Yeah. So yeah, Karan Chandok too. Jenson Button is still racing, but not in F1. But he's the punditry team of F1. Martin Brundle, he's around 50 odd years old. So yeah, 60 years old this year. 50. 60 year old this year. So yeah. So Johnny Herbert, no. Who else? In the 30s and between the 30s and 40s. That are the only drivers that I could remember, that I can recall, because those of the drivers that actually could race. Oh wait, one more driver. Senna's nephew, Bruno Senna. Who else? Nelson Piquet. All of those Nelson Piquet Jr. All of those drivers actually don't have a they are not contracted to a team. They are not contracted to an F1 team, so they can they can Racing Point can actually choose other drivers other than Hulkenberg, but they decided to go with Hulkenberg. Yeah, I'm happy, really happy. But as you guys know, I'm I'm also sad. So yeah, I have mixed emotions right now due to two of these situations, Perez and Hulkenberg. So yeah, hopefully he Hulkenberg will have a few good races, then F1 teams could put him in a seat for next year, barring Renault, McLaren, and Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red Bull. Red Bull, one of the seats is empty. Red Bull might have a chance of popping him in beside Verstappen. That will be a tasty battle. Hulkenberg and Verstappen in the same car. But it will be set for Albon. So yeah, the confirmed seats are actually the two Mercedes-Benz seats, the two Ferrari seats, and Verstappen. Yeah, Verstappen. Yeah, for five drivers out of the 20, 5 seats out of the 20 seats actually. So we have another 15 seats. Any of the current drivers could be in those 15 seats, including Hulkenberg. Maybe Gutierrez would come back. Maybe no. Oh, Renault. Renault has confirmed. Renault, McLaren for Mercedes. 8, 8, 9. 9 seats has been confirmed. Mercedes, the 2 seats. Ferrari, 2 seats. Mercedes, 2 seats. Ferrari, 2 seats. McLaren, 2 seats. And that's 6. And Renault, 2 seats. 8. 8 plus Verstappen, 9. 9 seats has been confirmed. The other remaining seats, each of the driver has to fight for the seat, including for the Williams also has confirmed. Sorry, Williams 4. Okay. Williams 2, Renault 2, McLaren 2, Mercedes-Benz 2, Ferrari 2. 5, 10, 11. 11 seats. Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz, the two Mercedes drivers, the 2 McLaren drivers, the 2 Renault drivers, and the 2 Williams drivers all have been confirmed. So there are the 2 has seat is not confirmed yet. Racing Point, both of the seats are not confirmed yet for next season. Alfa Romeo also. Red Bull only one remaining seat left. Alpha Tauri also has not confirmed both of their seats. So Red Bull 1 seat, Alpha Tauri 2 seats. Alfa Romeo Racing, Alfa Romeo Racing 2 seats. That's 5 seats. 5 seats. Okay. Has 2 seats. 7 seats has not been confirmed. Right? So 6 plus 1, 7. 7 seats from the 20 seats available. So yeah, because Williams can't be chopped and changing every time. Yeah, they can't be chopped and changing every time. It will cost them a lot of money to do that, and they can't kick out Latifi out of the team. They can't kick out. They seriously can't kick out Russell out of the team because Russell is connected to Mercedes. Latifi has a very very deep pocket on him. Okay, with him, sorry. So yeah, so Williams does not have a choice but to stick to the 2 drivers, even though they are just they 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 I think it's rumored they had confirmed their seat for both of the drivers for next season. So yeah, so the full F1 grid will be done in December after each and every of the driver, including if we get to see Nico Hulkenberg back on the grid or Vettel remain on the grid. I'll do a full grid lineup for the 2020 season. So there's only a couple of teams that has confirmed both of their seats. All the other teams, including Racing Point themselves, they have not confirmed the drivers yet, the lineup yet. Yeah. So 1 seat in Red Bull, 2 seats in the Sauber Alfa Romeo has, and also and also Racing Point. So 7 seats that is not confirmed yet. I have to detour a bit from the agenda, sorry if the video is too long, but back to my agenda. Yeah, so for the main information is about those 3 parties, Hulkenberg, Perez, and Racing Point. But all the other add-ons after that is just to increase time on my video, because I also need to increase my total watch time on YouTube. So yeah, just to increase. So hopefully this video doesn't get taken down by YouTube, because I think I mentioned the word COVID-19. So yeah, so hopefully it won't be taken down, and I think I will upload this maybe when I have the free time, because I'm busy doing my revision late at night. Yeah, and tomorrow and maybe uh Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the whole of next week. Yeah, so I will be back after my finals for my April semester finals. I'll be back after that. So yeah. So good night and see you when I see you guys. Good night.